The Here and There project by the Bengali Workers Association was funded by the Heritage Lottery Fund. The aim was to collect the memories of the first, second and third generation Bangladeshis living in Camden. The themes are selected by the local residents and the community workers, which ranged from childhood and education in Bangladesh to migration and settlement in UK. Bangladeshis are the largest BME community in Camden, representing 6.4% of the total Camden population. The stories collected will offer the listeners a great insight into the colourful and diverse threads of the lives of British Bangladeshis that are woven so beautifully together with the rich history of Camden.
আমি যখন বড় হব দেখব যে কতগুলি কোথায় আছে কোন দেশ নিকটকে বা দূরে যা চলে চলে যাব না কখনো মিলে পেটে নীল আকাশময় বীরবতরী ধীরে ধীরে দেখব সকলটাই কলরসয়ে ঘরে টুনে থাকবো না গো ভাই কত দেশে কত বিদ্যা শিখব যতন করে জ্ঞানের মুকুট মাথায় পরে হাসপ ফিরিয়ে করে
আমার কোনো দরকার নেই আমি লোন লইতে পারছি না আমার বাপ দাদা অল মিলে এক বেড়া লাগে লন্ডন সিটি গেছিল আমার দিদা 35,000 টাকার সময় আমার বাড়িতে টিনের ঘর বানাইতাম আর আমি ফুটবলের খেয়ে আনছিয়া ওগুলো ওটা করে দিয়েছি একখানো তো বাচ্চা 5 জন 7-8 করে ভাই একজন সিটি লেখুন যা পয়সা দিলে কই নিছে এগুলি আর পয়সা দিও না টাইম যেটি লেখুন যে পয়সা রুজি করে খুয়াই পয়সা রুজি করতে মাতি না ইয়ে সামনে বসে পয়সা রুজি আমরা দেখাই দিব না এর টান টান বেশি রুজি করা লিব না কইলাম রে তো দুশো লাই গেছ ওই বড় 3 উইক সিটি লাগলাম বাইরে গেছে আমি লন্ডন লাইতাম
Most men that arrived here in the 50s and 60s came to find better paid jobs, and there were some who came here to study. Initially, the jobs were available in clubs, casinos, hotels and garment factories. Some worked for the British Transport. In the 70s, however, Bangladeshi men started their own businesses, with the restaurant business being the most popular option. Although most men were single or had a wife back in Bangladesh, some of the men married British women, usually of English or Irish backgrounds. Due to the problems with accommodation and the different cultural expectations, many men felt uncomfortable with bringing their wives and daughters to this country. However, in the late 60s, there was a change in attitude, and the Bangladeshi women began their journey to start their new life in Camden.
আমাদের সময় অন্যরকম ছিল, কোনো বাঙালি ছিল না, খাবার ছিল না, আমাদের এসব কোনো দোকান ছিল না, কোনো কাপড়ের দোকান ছিল না। তারপরে ওই বড় বড় স্টোর যে রল বিক্রি, ওর রলের ওই রল থেকে 6 গজ কাপড় কিনে আনিয়া শাড়ি বানিয়ে কাপড় পরতাম, এরকম অবস্থা। আর ঠান্ডা কি 2 জোড়া মোজা পরতাম, বুট পরতাম, এসে বিজিয়া চপচপ করতো, হিটার জ্বালাইয়া সব ফেলে গাড়ি শুকাইতাম, কি ঠান্ডা, আরে বাপরে বাপ।
In 1975, Abdul Momin was working as a community worker in Camden. He quickly became aware of the challenges that the Bangladeshi community was experiencing and the need to create a platform for them to feel empowered. In February 1976, Abdul Momin helped found the Bengali Workers Action Group, which is now known as Bengali Workers Association.
Yes, I think there were 3 main issues or problems, as you call it, which were housing, employment, and racial discrimination. Housing was a big problem. When the families arrived, there wasn't anything for them, so they would have to stay in bed and breakfast breakfast hotels for a long, long time. Employment was another issue. It was only in the restaurants, etc., that Bangladeshis would get jobs. And then, most seriously, the sort of racial discrimination, sometimes going into murders of people coming back from work, was a serious issue. Immigration rates were really an absolutely unacceptable things that used to happen. What used to happen was that suddenly, in the middle of the night, immigration officers would sort of raid a house and sort of arrest everyone there, and take them into police stations, detain them for days without sort of giving them any access to solicitors and so on. And then 99%, I would say sometimes 100% people were absolutely innocent, and they were released without any charges.
Going to a school with very few Bengalis wasn't a problem, as I felt just as British as my friends. I felt my life's been very different from the life my mum had when she was in Bangladesh and when I was her age. I have a full-time job at the moment, and I've been to many different countries. I've heard stories about Camden, especially Drummond Street. I mean, now in 2011, when I look back, it feels like they're distant memories.